Okay, so here is the problem with having a business on YouTube. Most of the advice that you're going to see on YouTube about growing your channel can actually wreck your business. YouTube is one of the biggest opportunities for your business, but that's only if you do it the right way. So in this video, I'm going to go over the 5 mistakes that are stopping business owners from making money on YouTube and share some of the stories of how the top 1% business owners think about YouTube differently. Mistake number 1. Now, the first one is by far the most common because it seems like great advice. But if you have a business, it can be the exact reason that you don't get any leads or sales from YouTube content. The first mistake 99% of business owners make on YouTube is chasing views. They think if I get a lot of views, I'm doing well. And if I get a low amount of views, it's not worth my time and effort to actually do it. But here's what can happen. So I was watching a YouTube video the other day and I saw a comment that stuck out to me. It said, I have to try harder at this YouTube thing because I have over 100,000 subscribers, but I'm still not able to replace my income from my job. And when you hear that, you're probably like, what the heck? I thought surely when you had 100,000 subscribers, you'd be making enough money to at least replace your job's income. And you absolutely can. But when I was looking at this channel, I saw exactly why. For his channel, he was in the gaming niche, making funny videos that applied to a pretty young audience. So even though he had 100,000 subscribers, he was still struggling to make money with YouTube. Now, if you aren't chasing views, what should you be doing? Well, I'll actually talk to you about that in just a bit. But let me share the second mistake I see so many people making. Mistake number 2. Okay, I have seen so many of these videos that are titled something like, how to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in 24 hours. Real method that works fast. 2 easy ways to get 1,000 subscribers in 24 hours. How to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in 10 minutes, new update, which was my personal favorite. So many people are obsessed with looking at the one hack or the one strategy that's finally going to get them YouTube success quickly. And I see why these videos are getting views. They're promising a very big outcome with basically no effort in literally 24 hours. Now, do the things they're talking about actually get you 1,000 subscribers in 24 hours? No, not even close. One of my favorite quotes right now is, sometimes the slow way is the fast way. Now, what does that mean? You can spend years and years going and looking for a shortcut to success and getting nowhere. Or you can just do the boring stuff that pays off in months and years, not days. Alex Hormozi says something along the lines of, success comes down to doing the ordinary thing for an extraordinary amount of time. And I think that's so true. Mistake number 3. And one of the hardest parts about posting on YouTube, and one of the biggest reasons people quit, is because they put a lot of work into their videos and then it gets a grand total of like 11 views. They're like, this was a terrible waste of time. So they either quit or they can do something that can be the reason their videos continually get less and less views. They think to themselves, okay, if this video only got 11 views, I'm not going to try so hard. So then they go to the dark side of outsourcing their thinking and their ideas to AI because it's faster. And then over time, their videos are getting worse and worse. Less and less people are watching and enjoying the content. And then also, I think fundamentally, this is kind of a pretty selfish mindset, saying if I don't get views, then I'm not going to put any effort in. But in a lot of ways, it's kind of like saying, well, if I'm not going to see visible results from going to the gym, then I'm not even going to go, which obviously we know would be dumb. Because in the gym sense, you know, you have to put a lot of time, effort, and energy into it first with seemingly no payoff before you see the results. In a lot of the same ways, YouTube is very similar. Mistake number 4. Now, the first 3 could apply to basically anyone on YouTube, but the third is specifically for business owners. And this makes the difference between the kind of person that can post one video and start making sales from it, and then the other person is posting for years and years and making no sales. If you have valuable content, even content people are willing to pay for, the understandable mindset to have is, okay, this is really good stuff, so I'm going to give them a taste of it on YouTube, but if they want my really, really good stuff, they're going to need to actually pay me for it. Which again, on the surface does seem like it makes sense. But think about it like this. So I don't know how many of you go to Costco, enjoy their free samples, but I do. And I remember a while back, I had heard about the drink Prime Hydration. And I had never really tried it, and I definitely wasn't going to pay $2 a bottle just to try it. But then one day as we're perusing through Costco, I saw they had some free samples of the Prime drinks. So I'm like, okay, it's my lucky day. So I tried it, and I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty good. Also, as a side note, it was one of the blue ones, and I really loved that one. And for whatever reason, I cannot find it in stores anymore. But that's another story for another day. But what if they thought about it like this? Like, okay, our drink is very, very good, and we can't just be giving this stuff away for free. So how about we cut back our costs, give them a little bit more watered down version and give them that. So then I see it, and I'm like, hey, a free sample. And then I'm like, well, this is terrible, and I'm definitely not going to be wasting my money actually buying this stuff. When you think about it like that, your free content is essentially a free sample of what your paid content is. So if your free stuff is terrible, they're not going to waste their money on your paid stuff. But even if the sample is really good, then they're going to be like, I need more of this. Mistake number 5. All right, honestly, this is probably the most depressing one for me because I see so many business owners that are incredibly good at what they do, but they totally fail on YouTube because they're making this next mistake. I literally saw a lady who's built a net worth of $100 million from her real estate career that's getting 46 views on YouTube because she's missing this. When someone finds you on YouTube, they have 2 fundamental questions that they're asking. What's in it for me, and why should I listen to you? And I see so many business owners missing the answers to these 2 questions. They think that if you just make great content, people are going to show up. But unfortunately, if nobody clicks on your videos, it doesn't matter how good they are. So in your next title and thumbnail, ask yourself, how can I highlight the problem that I'm solving, the outcome that I'm helping them get, and also how can I prove to them that I actually know what I'm talking about? Because even with the exact same content, answering those 2 questions will dramatically increase the amount of people that see your content. Okay, so that was the 5 mistakes, but I also want to speed run real quick. What are the top 1% of business owners actually doing on YouTube that's making them millions of dollars? Well, first, they're not chasing views. They're making videos that solve a specific problem for their target audience. You can make more money from 100 views from your target audience rather than 100,000 people that just want to be entertained. Number 2, they're in it for the long run. They go into it thinking, I'm going to put my all into this and not even be concerned with the results until I've done it consistently for 3 years, which for most people seems totally crazy, but having that long-term mindset becomes their unfair advantage. Number 3, they get better with every single video and are obsessed with serving their audience. They know that YouTube is a compounding asset. So they know even if a video doesn't get views right now, if it's useful to your target audience, it's still a win. Number 4, they give away their best stuff for free. And by doing this, just like Prime Hydration, it gets people addicted to your content and wanting more to the point where they are willing to pay you. Number 5, they make valuable content that answers what's in it for them and why should I listen to you. If you do YouTube right, you can make some serious money even without views. And that's why in this video, I show you why creating a YouTube channel for your business is actually a great idea, even if nobody watches.